I think we're live.
Yes, broadcast is live. It's just come up.
Let me check. Start YouTube.
Okay, so I put it on comments. There we go. Rish is in.
Okay, so it's working.
Yeah, Rish is always first.
Nice. I'll put an announcement. Oh, and everyone. God.
And after that news, that England had most likely had its drive July since 1911, could there be any change before the end of the
Let's see. 4 viewers. It's going up. It's going up.
Second, Kev. You were beaten to the punch for that one, Kev. Catsby.
He's hyped. Come on.
Hyped. Canadians, eh? Canadians.
Razi, we've had this last time. Don't do it again.
He is. I'm too old to be handsome now, so.
I have a hat on.
Oh, we are, Catsby, before you get started. So that needs finishing, right? And then we've got, 1 second, let me figure out. There we go.
Damn.
There we go.
Right, just wait for a couple more. What shall we say? We start the revealment in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll give him 5 more minutes. There we go.
There's your kids in the background, Johnny.
Yeah, he has his tablet for the last couple of hours, so he'll sing and dance and play games and stuff on it. So,
all good.
I can shut the door if it's noisy.
No, that's fine.
Farry Karen.
Gentlemen.
Farry Karen. God, don't want his steps.
I wish we were, Kevin.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's the other way around.
I could do with the personal sponsors.
Yeah. Let's see. I wish I was, Leffer. Unfortunately, I'm not on the big money.
program by the GMB Union found 82% are struggling to cope with the stress. 85% have seen delays damage a patient's health, and 35% say delays are causing deaths. This is just part of the NHS.
Guys, be sure to tell everyone to join, right? We want the stream to be as big as possible.
Because there was no space to offload patients inside. Once they're taken off the back of another, this is the next queue for patients. Just along this line.
Yes, and my Bugatti, I got 3 of them, so I don't know which one you mean, but I got 3 different ones, so I don't have one color.
Multicolored, rainbow colored.
Yeah.
He's all for pride.
Yeah. When they're gonna get a rainbow colored tattoo, Johnny?
Well, where am I? There I am.
That's okay. I underestimated you.
I need to finish this arm, but
nice. I'll just put a last message out in the general chat.
We are live. When I win a championship, that's when I'll get it.
Let everyone win. Everyone, let Johnny win the championship. We need to see that SRL tattoo, guys.
100%. I said it last season. If I won the championship, I'd get the SRL tattoo.
We need to see it.
See, Rishi knows. Rishi knows. Never, because he won't win it. I know it's not very often you get to see my hairstyle, actually, because it's usually quite dark on a race. True. I think we're about there, Max. I think 9 past, is it?
I think this is something that needs to happen. If there's something we can agree on after this stream, we all know it's this. Please let Johnny win the league. Come on.
No, I don't want to be let, but if I get it, I will let you choose. If I win the league, if I win the tier, I will let you choose where I have it.
Here we go, guys.
Obviously not on the face.
Where's your commitment, man? Come on. Not on the face? Come on.
Hey, I might not be as good looking as you, but I can't ruin this.
Okay. Well, I think we can start right now. Right?
Yeah, let's go. You've gone dark.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. If there are others joining, then welcome later. We want to thank you for last season, but we're also very hyped for the new season. Even I am. Come on. And I hope we're all going to have a good time. But we're first going to show you the calendar and who's driving with who and in what tier. And then hopefully we'll have a great season on the new game. So I think we're going to start off by congratulating last year's winners. So Johnny.
Yeah, big congratulations to all of the constructor drivers. I mean, everybody involved really, but you know, the tier winners were brilliant, and then Merck, 6 out of 7 trophies for them were just absolutely amazing. I was happy to be the one that broke the streak. But
always got to get a cheeky comment in.
But yeah, congratulations everybody last year. That was some fantastic racing all year round, and let's hope this new season is just as good, if not better. So we'll go with that. So first we've got calendar. Is it, Max?
Yeah, we got the calendar. So I'll grab it right now. This is the calendar for the new season. So we're going to start with a preseason race in France. Times are same as usual. I think it's the same as last season. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So the times are the same every round except for the 2 sprint races, which are half an hour earlier for tier 3 and half an hour later for tier 1. So it gives that little bit of extra time to get the sprint as well as the qualifying in, and then the race done as well. Big shout out to Michael Tibb for all these images. Absolutely great work as usual.
He did some great work. Michael's currently our lead designer, if you may say so, doing a great job. And so the sprint race will be at Belgium and in Italy.
Yes, Spa and Monza.
Curious to see what will happen there. Anything else to add? I think this is pretty straightforward. Let us know what you think. Bob says L calendar. I don't agree, Bob. So please.
Yeah, I mean, France pre-season, then we've got, Bahrain, Hungary. Silverstone is always a good one, although the RS train a little bit. The sprint at Spa should be good because it's not a lot of laps with it being a long one. So it could throw a spanner in the works there. Netherlands, tight to overtake, but yeah, Monza, another sprint, but everyone loves a bit of Monza. Absolute carnage last year, though, so please be better on that one. Then we do have the new track.
Always carnage.
We do have the new track of Miami, round 7. Really looking forward to that one. Finishing in Asia with Japan, Singapore, and then Saudi to finish.
Yeah,
nice.
Should be a good one, I think. Lots of good racing tracks, but also some technical tracks like Saudi, where I engage Castle, and I also do that, put it in the wall all the time. So let's see what it will bring. I think it would be a good one.
Rish, it was supposed to be 12 races, but the last 2 races are awkward with them being strange times, because I think it was Kota, which is early morning for a lot of us, and Japan, which is basically the same reason. It was early morning for a lot of us then as well. So we reduced it to 10, and it will finish. Pre-season will then be, the off-season will then be for them 2 races, and then pre-season will generally be the week after for the new season, by the looks of it. So
all right,
we're on with that.
Environmentally friendly calendar, yeah. I don't know. We didn't even consider that, so let's just skip that part. The FIA made their choices, so we made our choices. I think I'm gonna. If there's any more questions about the calendar, just let us know. I'm gonna quickly put it out, and then we can let the peers.
We've got Trocker there saying Max pretending like he's going to race all season.
Hey, I'm not gonna pretend I am gonna be, but I'm gonna be there for some race. I promise. I'm gonna in the preseason. No, not preseason. In the first 5 laps I did, I used medium traction control instead of no traction control, and I didn't crash as often. So that might be my solution for not crashing often. I can just do that. Anyway, let's continue for
onto the tiers then.
Then we start with tier 3. Let me grab it here. And we have a tier director and a lobby host. I think it's not unexpected. It's Johnny, that's right here. But we're going to start off with the Merc. And we have Nolan Mitch on his own. Sorry, Nolan.
Yeah, tier 3 is the only one with 2 spaces left, but it's for a reason. There is just too many reserves that signed up, not enough full time, and then everybody else, you'll see where they fit and why.
So from Merck we continue on to Red Bull, and we're gonna have Quina and Lars.
Yeah, Big Queen, a good pair in there, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think Quina is gonna be on the wheel today, right?
He has dropped. He's dropped to the wheel. But I've got full confidence that someone like Queener can. I mean, he massively improved when there was a tier 4. I just think he'll do it again. And Lars he's just been so good for a few seasons in tier 3. So it's a good pair in there.
I think it's a good pairing. Maybe one of the title contenders. We'll see. But let's continue on to Ferrari, another strong team. Moneyman and DMAC. I don't think they're in the stream. Well, I haven't seen them at least.
I haven't seen them. No.
That's the Ferrari pairing. What are your feelings about this one, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, Moneyman was only reserve last year, so we've yet to see a full season from him. DMAC he's had a few ups and downs, so this could be his season. I hope this is his season. I like DMAC, but he's had a few ups and downs past couple of years, so let's hope this one he nails it.
Yeah. All right, and to McLaren, we got Connor and NJ Devil. Already quite some OGs of SRL. They've been here quite a while, I think.
Yeah, both drivers have been in the league a while. Connor quite openly admits he's one of the slowest, but he's been around my pace as well on certain tracks, so it's good to see. NJ Devil he's always up there, isn't he? So
yeah, I think also a strong pairing. Yeah. All right, on to Aston Martin. We got Lord Percival. Maybe you're better at pronouncing that name, but I think it's something like that. And
it
then
was
Lord later.
Yeah, so Lord Percival or Percy was my teammate last year. Such a good driver. Oh. He did have a couple of mistakes, but he's quick. He's good. He'll be up there. Lost Glader took me out in Brazil, but we won't mention that one.
Sometimes you gotta forget stuff, and we're gonna continue on.
yeah, we're just going to move on from that one.
Second chances.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Williams. Is it SMII?
I think it's II. Yeah, so we're going to call him Smee.
Smee. Okay.
Smee is only on his own and not paired with Nolan. I think from Raz's point of view was so that every constructor had a driver.
Oh.
So that's why they're not together. So Smee will be racing the Williams open seat. Nolan Mitch has got them with an open seat.
All right. Then we move on to Haas. We got Quaker Ode. I think the Q is not correct. It's an O.
It's supposed to be a
something
Q.
we that's our fault. And Gord, also two quick drivers, I think.
Both have half decent pace.
Yeah,
both have decent pace. So keep it clean, and Haas could be a title contender for the constructors, I think.
Yeah. So I see a lot of Haas fans expected. I think the Haas team is the strongest bonded team in all of SRL every season. So let's go Haas. Okay, and then let's move on to Alfa Romeo. I think this is yours. You can do everything here. This is your team.
Alfa Romeo, yeah. I've driven the car before, so it's not a new one for me. But to be partnered with Norjay, he's another one. He just seems to sort of click. I know he's dropped to the wheel, that's why he's dropped down to tier 3. But it just seems to click with it, and once he's got it, he's got the pace. So yeah, I think a good pair in there, depending on how I do as well. But I think we've got a good chance again for constructors. That will be 3 years in a row, I think, for me if I get constructors. But we're going to go for it anyway.
Well, I think I'm not the only one who hopes you get the title, because I want to see that tattoo, Johnny. So
no, it's drivers only, driver title only.
Drivers only. Okay, well then they get the driver's title. Unless someone else is also saying they're going to get a tattoo, then I will maybe switch teams. Who knows? Okay, and then I think this is the second to last team.
Yeah.
So we got MN Trucker, the brother of the Tier 1 champion, and then brother Adam. Also a pairing that's been here quite a while, so I think it's a strong pairing.
Yeah.
Keep it on track, but
both have pace depending on track. I think more with Trucker, brother Adam a bit more consistent with his pace, but I think his attendance last year wasn't quite as consistent. So he was getting points when he was racing, but then wasn't there every week. I think he could have been in with a good shout last year, but Trucker's not a bad racer either. So yeah, good pairing again for the Alpine team.
Yeah, agreed. And then we move on to the last pairing, and it's TJW and Argo. Both have 2 numbers in their name. It's Carlos Sainz and Valtteri Bottas.
And I was going to say I'm going to be gutted if they've not got them on their cars, but I suppose you can't use them.
It's not possible.
But yeah, TJW's been here a while. Don't know too much about Argo, so it'll be good to see. But yeah, TJW again, usually about mid-table. So we'll see how if he's improved or dropped off or what. So there is your full tier 3 lineup. Shout out to Razi for making these lineups, by the way. That has been his job during the off season.
Yeah,
some good pairings there.
We've upgraded the staff team. It's quite a lot bigger now, but I think everyone's doing a great job. And Razi was, as Johnny mentioned, busy making the tiers, and I think he did a great job, as we'll see with tier 2 and tier 1 as well. And then we have also got some reserve drivers for tier 3. Tomaat, Cunningford, Hutchie, and Rigby. I think Rigby is one of the most OG SRL members. Tier 1.
He joined around when I did. It was either a week or 2 before or after. So he's proper OG, proper season 1 OG SRL. Be good to see him back on track.
Indeed. So yeah, this is tier 3 lineup. I hope you're all happy, and I'm gonna close it right now, and we're gonna start up tier 2. See some comments. Shout out to Michael again for the graphics.
Yeah.
Deserved. Also some Rigby love.
We love a bit of Rigby. Rigby return. That's what we need. Hashtag Rigby return.
All right, let me check.
Kev wants a drum roll. Should we go drum roll?
Here we go. Boom.
Boom.
Okay, so we're gonna start off again by not showing anything. So tier 2, tier director, lobby host, Kevin. Yeah, just so you know who to talk to, who to ask questions, and who to join when the race is gonna start. So let's start off. Mercedes. We've got Hammers UK 88, and it's Billy.
It's Billy.
It's Billy. Well, what do you think about It's Billy and Hammers UK?
Hammers UK. I've seen both of these race in DTR actually, so I know a little bit about them. Both decent pace, both very clean drivers as well,
Nice.
which is more important. Yeah, strong pairing again for the Mercedes this year.
All right, sounds good. I'm looking forward to the Mercedes pairing then. Then we have Razi and F Hooders. I think that's also quite a strong pairing. We've got Razi from the staff team, and he put himself in the Red Bull. So make it happen, Razi. And F Hooders also a strong driver. I wonder how this will go, but I think it's one of the strongest pairings.
It's a very good pairing. Yeah, you can see that Razi's had free pick of the drivers. Definitely
rigged.
gone for
It's
one
rigged.
of the quickest. Hashtag Razi rig. But yeah, good, very good, strong side for the Red Bull. It's good to see. Every pairing so far has been pretty decent in terms of points. If everybody turns up every week, it's going to be a close battle for all the constructors and the overall constructors that we now have.
Yeah, indeed. All right, let's continue to Ferrari. We've got Rijat. I think that's how we always pronounce his name. And Prize Phantom. Also quite a strong pairing. I think Rijat improved massively the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, Riyadh the tyre whisperer.
Yeah,
absolutely controls them tyres down to a T. Price Phantom as well, racer in DTR. So I've seen a few things from what I've seen in DTR. He has a couple of issues finishing races, but it's of his own accord. You know, he's not hitting other cars or anything like that. It's a spin and he ends up in the wall. So finishing races, from what I've seen, is Phantom's downfall. But if he can keep it on track, again, a very good pairing there. Riyadh, he's great with tyres. He can go long. And he's got decent pace. And if Phantom can, like I say, finish the races, it's decent pairing.
Yeah, agreed. All right, now on to McLaren. We got T-Dog and Lunatic Kai, the lunatic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about any of these drivers. I've seen Lunatic Kai out on the track a couple of times. Again, he's another one, struggles to finish the races. Hopefully T-Dog can drum it into him on how to finish a race. And we'll see. It's a pairing I don't know much about, really, but good luck, McLaren.
I'm looking forward to it. Then we got Aston Martin with Neuropirate and Sharif. They've been here a while.
They've been paired before as well. I think those two, they've raced together before. So an old pairing joined back up. It's like seeing Vettel and Alonso return, isn't it?
I think it's something like that. Yeah. I think it's a nice pairing.
It's a very good pairing.
Experienced pairing. Let's say it like that.
Yeah. We'll go with experience.
Yeah. All right. Then we move on to Williams with Katie Dog and Easy Level Bot.
Katie Dog, Easy Level Bot. A pairing, again, I don't know too much about. Both new, I think, for this season. So yeah, good luck, Williams, and we'll see how you get on.
Yeah, I think so. I think it will be so far it's quite close in the teams. I think tier 2 will be as always quite close. Maybe
Yeah,
the closest tier we
tier
have.
2 has been the closest in terms of points and battling for the lead, and even at the back,
Yeah.
all the way from 1 to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so close all the way through for a couple of seasons. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be the same again next year.
Yeah, it's always nice to watch them. So then for the Haas team, we have Sportmat and Stubbly. I think, as we already mentioned, it's also, again, a strong team. With Sportmat, I think he's been teammate of Quina for a long time, hasn't he?
He was teammates. I don't know if it was he teammates with Queener last year. I know he was when they were both in tier 3, as in McLaren.
I think in tier 2 they were as well.
If they were last
Correct me
year
if
as
I'm
well.
wrong,
So, yeah.
guys. So Quina and Sportmat correct us if we're wrong.
But yeah,
But I think,
good pairing. Good pairing.
Yeah.
Sportmad cemented his place in tier 2 last year, and Stubbly we've seen
Definitely.
in tier 2 for a few seasons. So
Yeah, I think if they can stay consistent, it will be great to watch.
yeah.
So they're saying yes, we were last year.
Yeah, we were last year. Yeah.
They are
Sportmad has left
split
Queener
up
this year.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they will do. And then for the Alfa Romeo, we got not Rishi and Fabrizio Toxic.
Oh, Alfa Romeo constructors teammates with myself and Norjay. I mean, decent pairing. We saw Rishi last year. You know, winning races, which is always good to see. Reserving in tier 2, even reserving in tier 1, and getting decent results. So, you know, Rishi's got definitely the ability to score points regularly, maybe even win a race. Farico, I mean, last year's winner of tier 2. I know it's caused a small stir today in the thing, but it's never easy, and it's never always the case when it comes to a new game. So in a normal for next season, you know, they would have definitely been promoted to tier 1 without a shadow of a doubt. But you can't do that in a new game. You've got to put people where they are, and also the new guys that we've had in have been pretty quick as well, pretty darn quick. So there just wasn't a place in tier 1 for him. Farico was the first name that was in tier 1, and he's just come down the pecking order with every new driver we've had in, because most of them have been tier 1 drivers.
Yeah, and also good to know that because it's a new game, we expect pace to go up and down for everyone. Some drivers may improve quickly, some may fall off a bit. So we gotta look at it every now and again to see if everyone's in the right place. I think that's always the case for the first season on a new game, like last year as well. We had the same thing. Might shift around a bit more, and if Farico is too quick for tier 2 and in tier 1 there's someone really at the back, we might be forced to change it. But as we say, we will do what's best for the league and for everyone driving, and let's see how it will go. But we're not doing this to bully tier 2. Just
No,
so you know.
this is nothing personal with anybody else. It was just he had to be there. There was just no space for him in tier 1, and he has to be there in terms of pace as well. He is still tier 2 pace. You know, he's miles off the mark of, you know, probably the top 12 to 15 drivers in tier 1. And like I say, the new ones that came in, they're just tier 1 pace, so there was just no room for him. And we can't say he can't drive. So he has to be tier 2.
Yeah. All right. I hope everybody is settled with that answer. Just wondering which player Palace announced. I don't really care for Palace. However, now I'm curious which player got announced. So please let us know, and we can continue the stream. And then we got Alpine, TGL Stewart, and Rocky. Yeah. I think Rocky used to be tier 1. Was quite a strong driver, but might be better suited for tier 2 for the new game. And TGL Stewart, also a quick driver. Johnny, your thoughts?
Yeah, two very quick drivers. As you say, you know, Rocky was tier 1 before, but this is, again, the same as Farico in terms of pace on the new game. It's just altered where we can put people, and Rocky falls to tier 2 this time and is paired with a very good driver in TGL Stewart in the LP. Good team.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right, and then for the last team, we got Kevin and HTTP Pyro. Kevin, the tier director / host / tier 1 commentator, is put into the AlphaTauri, maybe looking for an upgrade to Red Bull for the next season. Who knows? But I think he came from Red Bull. He's been in Red Bull before. I think so.
Yeah, Big Kev. We love a bit of Big Kev. Him and Catsby are my Canadian brethren. We love a bit of Big Kev. I've not seen much of Pyro. He's new this year. I've seen a little bit in practice races. He's got some decent pace. So, yeah, looking pretty strong for my beloved AlphaTauri that I didn't get to this year.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
All right. And then we have some reserve drivers. Well, we've got a lot of reserve drivers.
We've got more reserve drivers in tier 2 than we have in tier 3 at least.
Yeah.
Big Bad Bob, he's been here a long time now. Always good to see Bob Zarda on track. Acid Master, Catsby dropped to reserve this year, just can't commit, which is perfectly fine. James the Eagle. James was a difficult one. Pace wise, he is tier 2. In terms of his not driving standards. He's not a dirty driver, but he makes mistakes, and it usually costs somebody else as well. So we were contemplating tier 3 in terms of his awareness, but overall his pace. If he turned up every week, he would just run away with tier 3. Tier 2, and there was obviously just no full-time seats in tier 2. So that was the thoughts behind that one. Apologies to James. There's not really much else we can do. Your pace is your pace, and that's where you deserve to be. Vapor Shadow. We've seen plenty of pace from Vapor in the past. He was, I'm sure he's been in tier 1 at one point as well. So some very good reserve drivers there. Junus, Aero Blake as well, both pretty quick. So good to see if they can turn up. If there are gaps every week, they could also challenge for, the championship if they're filling the seats regularly.
Yeah. I think Aero Blake is a former tier 2 champion, if I'm correct. So let's not forget about that ability. I think it will be very close in tier 2 again. Closest tier always. So let's see what happens. I think it will be a fun one again. I think we'll move on to tier 1 now. The last one. All right.
You know what that is. You know what that is. No. That piglet. Piglet. That's a raccoon.
I am so happy.
You know what that is. You know what it is. You know what it is.
Sorry guys, quickly pulling it up. Sometimes it's extra annoying.
It's building suspense for the big boys.
Let's see that the positive. All right. Here we go.
There we go.
First tier that has a different tier directed to the lobby host, but El Trucker's Wi-Fi is just too bad, man. Come on, fix it. If there's a thunder, your Wi-Fi is fucked always. So let's.
Before we do that, I think the host is going to change. SF Rock has requested to just step down from tier director role, the co-tier director role, and Stedent, what's his name? Sten. He will be taking over from SF Rock alongside Trucker as tier director.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. The Merc driver. Sten.
The Merc driver. we roll right into it. All right. We got Sten with Anza. I think that's how we're going to pronounce it. Anza.
That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Sten. I think Sten has been in the Merc for quite a while. Been a tier 1 driver for as long as I can remember. So obviously experienced, but also very, very fast. Anza, I don't know too much about Anza.
Yeah, I think he's new this year. I've seen some of his results in the practice races. He's obviously got the pace. He's been put in tier 1, but he's definitely got the pace to be in and around. Yeah, good pairing, good fast pairing there. I think another one for the Mercs.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how this new driver pairing will go. And then for the Red Bull, we've got another strong pairing.
Oh,
Lancey and Michael Tip. So
yeah, what a pairing.
I think it's one of my favorite pairings, but we'll see. Lancey, my former teammate, I let him down by either crashing 5 times in a row or then not showing up. So of course he has moved on. I get it.
Absolutely amazing pairing there. I mean,
Yeah.
raised with Lancey in here and in another league, plenty of seasons. Michael Tibb as well. That is yeah. And I'm with Queener on that one. Absolutely juicy pairing there. That's a very good pairing for the Red Bull.
Yeah, I think consistent drivers as well. So really looking forward to seeing them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Then for Ferrari, I think this is also a very strong pairing. The current champion, El Trocker, LP Rocker, and Joe Royal.
Joe Royal.
Both been here for super long. Yeah, what can I say? Very fast, consistent. One of them is a former champion. I think Joe has also been really close a couple of times, or at least has contended in Tier 1. So,
both drivers have some amazing pace. I don't think Trocker will retain his title, if I'm honest. But
someone's
that
gonna
is
raise in the comments. Watch out! Someone's gonna raise in the comments.
But that is a hell of a pairing. I mean, these pairings, Razi, absolutely spot on with some of these. They're absolutely fantastic pairings, and that's another one.
Yeah. Then we'll go on to McLaren. We've got SF Rock and Nathaniel. I think all these pairings are strong. I don't even know what to say. It's insane. But we've got some very fast drivers around here in Tier 1 this year.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Another good pairing. I know Rock has dropped to, well, he's not dropped to anything. He's changed his camera. He's going to be driving in the cockpit cam. That might change things up a bit. It might throw a spanner in the works. But it'd be good to see how they get on with it. I'd probably not. I don't think it's the strongest pairing, but it's definitely one if they can be consistent. As we've seen, consistency is key over the whole of the season. If they can be consistently in the points, then they've got a chance.
Yeah. All right. Then for Aston Martin, we got Arjan, and Bingram. Arjan has been here also quite a while. Great racer. Been in Tier 1 for a couple of times now. And I don't know much about Bingram.
No, I'm the same. Yeah, Arjan's been here a while. We know a little bit about Arjan. Good racer. Bingram is new. But even after just the one practice race, I think he's been thrown into a full-time season to Tier 1, so he obviously deserves it. So yeah, good to see, and we'll see how they get on.
Yeah. All right, and then for Williams, we've got DTR No Jug and also King David. Also quite a strong pairing. I really wonder what's going to happen in Tier 1 this year. It's going to be madness, I guess.
It's. I think it's all going to come down to attendance and consistency, to be quite honest. They're all very good, very fast drivers. I think from a stewarding point of view, let's just hope it's cleaner than the past couple of seasons, because Tier 1 has been the one to be complained about. But No Jug, very fast, pretty clean. I've raced with King David as well in another league. He's got some hella pace, so another good pair in there. Razi, well done.
Yeah, I think I guess it's going to be close. But then we move on to Haas, and this is also a very strong pairing. One of the best drivers I think we've had in this server with Tool, and then Papa Jesse, formerly known as the Goal of Anxiety, formerly known as Wet Boy on Drugs. He's been changing his name a couple of times now.
Papa's changed his name more than Prince did back in the 80s, I think. But I mean, I think only Yari, I think, has come close to Tool in recent years for pace. I mean, you can't rule out Tool at all. he would be probably my driver to win the league should he turn up, like I say, on a regular basis. But too late, mate. As he's the guy to beat and has been for a few seasons. Every season he's raced, he's been the guy to beat.
Yeah. And also, yes, is also a good driver. I've been teammates with him. I know the problem with him is that he needs to keep it on track. We were the crash goats that season, I guess, but he helped me get my only win that season. So I got to shout out Papa Jesse. So let's continue on to the next pairing. Alfa Romeo, Fox Blue, and LRN Rody.
Yeah. I mean, I know Fox Blue from DTR, another DTR driver as well. So we've got a few. Fox Blue, he's quick, he's clean. I think he was one me and Razi were sort of teetering between tier 1, tier 2. So he could be sort of the back 10 of the group. He's not slow by any means. He is clean. He can keep it on track as well. So consistency is a high point for him. I don't know too much about Rody, but teammates in the Alfa Romeo with myself. So all the luck in the world, boys.
Yeah, I can only agree with your words, Johnny. So let's continue on to Alpine. We got Bowenus and Sami Janssen. Yeah.
I mean, this pairing is like putting two bowling balls together. Both, again, it's the same with what I mentioned about James before. They're not dirty drivers, but their awareness could be better. But both got pace. I think keeping it on track is going to be their main point for the season, and just see how we get on. But yeah, I think Alpine might be one of the lower in the tier 1 constructors this season, I think.
But they can all prove us wrong. So
they can prove us wrong. Yeah, I hope they do prove us wrong. I'm not roasting anybody for Eco. That's not what I'm doing. That's not me. But I can see the steward reports, and that's their names that have been mentioned a few times over a couple of seasons. So
new season, new chances. We'll see what happens at the Alpine team. Maybe they come out of nowhere and they become constructors champions. That would be.
I like to be proved wrong. To be proved wrong. I'm not I'm not out to get anybody, anything like that. But as I say, I've seen steward reports over the past couple of seasons. Their names that have been mentioned more than anybody else's. So it's good that they're together. But I mean, they've got some issues to fix, I think, and hopefully they do.
We got a great nickname for them.
Suicide Squad.
I think that's a nice one. All right, and then on to the final pairing. I think this is also unbelievably strong. Face Pantera and Michael. Face Pantera have been one of the best drivers in the league for a couple of seasons now, and Michael also a really strong driver. So I don't know. It's just these driver pairings are insane, but I think tier 1 is insane on its own. So
another strong pairing. I mean, you'll know better than I will for tier 1, but 3 very strong tiers so far. But yeah, another good pairing for the AlphaTauri.
I think it's going to be really close in here. As you said, it's going to come down to how consistent you can drive and stay out of trouble, but also how much you can show up, and also figure out how to beat Tool. I think that's one of them. But if you figure out how to beat Tool, you gotta beat a couple of other great drivers as well. So really tricky. I'm one of the reserves for this year, as is Jari, and Delgezu, Tom, Gomez, and Immortal. We've all been tier 1 drivers, so I think we'll show up plenty. But if I'm gonna be a regular driver in this tier, I don't stand a chance, I think. So I'll just have my races and see what happens on track. But I think it's one of the strongest lineups we've ever had. And I'm really curious to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, Yeah, plenty of space for new names there. I mean, as Catspy's just mentioned, Tom H and Gomez, they've been on the track for the past 4 or 5 seasons in a row, together as well. But yeah, drop time to reserves for this year, so we'll just have to see how they get on. Hopefully, they can turn up as much as they can, and it's good because it's always good to see them on track as well. But good to see how the new boys will do.
Yeah, they'll probably get some renewed love for the game during a pause. Something I'm gonna try as well, and then next season maybe they will be back in full force. Who knows?
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. Am I correct?
Well, that's the calendar and the tiers. Do you want to make any predictions?
Yeah. So wait, I'll just grab the tiers again, so we
grab
can
the tiers and then we can have a look.
Yeah. We're going to do some predictions, and everyone in the chat can also do some predictions. We'll
predictions in chat. Let's go.
Yeah. So the tier 1 predictions, guys. My driver champion, I don't see. I can't get around Tool, but he needs to. If he shows up every race, I think he will be the strongest driver. But it's so hard to pick one here. But that's mine. And for the constructors, I'll go with Ferrari. That's my constructor's pick.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I fully agree. Depending on as long as they turn up, if it's the same people turning up every week, I can't see anybody beating Tool if he's there for 9 of 10 weeks. Ferrari is a super strong pairing. I think Red Bull also could be in the mix for the constructors, and the Williams. So maybe a 3-way battle there for the constructors title. I think Ferrari might just pinch it, but with Tool, if Tool shows up regularly, I think he's the one to beat for the championship.
Yeah, I think I think the constructors battle is so hard in this one because there are a lot of great pairings, and you have to show up. Yeah, who knows? But I think that those are our predictions for tier 1. I'm gonna quickly grab tier 2.
Caspy's got Haas, and Haas.
Yeah, no real surprise there. So this is a legit guess by Caspy. I think that's the craziest fan I've ever seen. All right. So here is tier 2. So now you're going first.
Yeah, I tier 2 is probably the most difficult to pick a driver. I'm going to go with my main man Kev, Big Kev, for the tier 2 title if he can show up every week. He's pretty quick. He's pretty consistent. I mean, F does as well. Razi's got some pace on a certain amount of tracks, but yeah, I think overall Kev's probably the most consistent, so I'm going to go for Kev as driver. Driver pairing constructors, that's probably the most difficult. They're so close throughout the whole tier 2. Maybe Ferrari again, Riyadh and Prize, if they can go all the way through. Red Bull, I think, is probably Red Bull or Merc I'll go for the constructors.
Right, for my driver, I think it's going to be really close, but I think Rocky is also one I quite like in this tier. I wonder how he's going to do. Rico might go back to back. Who knows if he does? He's going up to tier 1, buddy. But we're going to see. I think those two are also quite strong. I agree with your picks, but I also think those two are going to be fighting for the title. And then for constructors, I will pick. Yeah. I think Haas is a strong team, but I also think Alfa Romeo is a strong one. So the Ferrari-powered cars. are my favorites for the Tier 2 title. I think someone is an Alfa Romeo fan, and it's not Rishi. And I have a feeling I know why. But and we also got a prediction for Portmat. That's Razi and Alpha. So
Razi and Alpha, good shout.
Yeah.
I'd say Razi's got some pace this year, but it only seems, from what I've seen, it's only on a few tracks. So it depends on how many of these tracks he can, pull his finger out and get to the top of. But yeah, there's a lot of good pairings there. It's probably the closest. It's probably the toughest one to choose for me for the constructors. It could be Merc, it could be Red Bull, it could be Ferrari, Alfa, Haas, Alpine, could be absolutely any of them. But yeah, it's so close. Good tier 2 lineup again.
And who's going to be the reserve? Who's going to get the surprise win?
I mean, if Bob Sarda shows up, I think Bob's going to get there. Blake, he's a previous champion. He could get a surprise for a couple of wins. I'd just like to see Catsby on track, whether he wins or not. So
yeah, I wonder how he will. If there's a race where it's raining, then Catsby will be in the fight.
Yeah, he'll do his rain dance every week.
Yeah. All right. So and for the final tier predictions, excuse me, I'm just quickly grabbing tier 3. Boom. Okay. So for the drivers champion, I hope it will be you, Johnny, because I need to see that tattoo. I need to see the tattoo. But also, I think if Quinna can get it together on the wheel, and he could be he will improve as quick as on the controller. I think he'll be one of the contenders, but he needs to prove himself on the wheel. I think Norjay is a quick one as well. If he because he's on the wheel as well, right?
Yeah, he's dropped to the wheel as well. So
yeah, so it's for them. It's about improving on the wheel and seeing if they can catch up to their controller speed. I think then they will be strong contenders. Yeah, those 3 are my picks. And then for the constructors, I think Red Bull is very strong. I think Haas is strong and Alpine, but also Alfa Romeo. Yeah, I think if I have to pick one, it will be Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think drivers, it's going to depend on how quick Quina and Norjay pick up the wheel, pick up, their improvements. If they do, I think Quina's just got that edge over Norjay, but if they don't, honestly, Big Percy in the Aston Martin or OG Larsh in the Red Bull, very strong shouts for the Drivers' Championship. Brother Adam and Quaker Oak both got real pace as well. Could be in and around, but yeah, I think from watching closely last year, we've got Larsh and Percy are the top two for me. They're quick, they're consistent, but I think it's going to depend on whether, like I say, Quina or Norjay can pick that wheel up and master it. Because if they can, they're in with a big shout as well.
Yeah.
In terms of constructors, again, it's going to depend on those 2 boys picking up that wheel. Red Bull have a great shout. I think Alfa Romeo have a good shout. I turn up every week. I was in the championship fight last year, and I shouldn't really have been, but it was about consistency. I've got the constructors title for the past 2 seasons, I think, as well. So, Alfa Romeo definitely there. But with that one, it's about attendance. So who's going to attend every week? I think Red Bull. I think Alfa Romeo. I think maybe Haas. Are you probably your top 3?
All right, sounds good. And a question from Razi: an overall constructor champion prediction. This is really tough. I don't remember even what the other tiers from the top of my head.
Yeah.
I think every time I've said that Haas is quite strong, Alfa Romeo, Red Bull. Those 3, I think, are the strongest from the top of my head.
Ferrari has got a real chance. I Haas, even just with having Too Late in their repertoire, Haas has got a very good chance. He's a winner.
Yeah.
But Red Bull have some good drivers as well. So Ferrari, Haas, Red Bull, even Alfa Romeo, I think are all in with a shout there.
Yeah, I think SportMad is agreeing with me about Haas, Alfa Romeo, and Red Bull. So I think we'll see what happens. It's all to play for, and maybe as a quick reminder, I'll pull up the calendar again so everyone can see again when we're starting and what tracks, just to be sure. So this is the calendar, guys. So this Sunday we'll be having a preseason race at Paul Ricard. So be there or be square.
Yeah, pre-season is another good chance to show us what you can do. It's the last chance for people to be moved before the season starts. So you need to put your all into everything. If somebody is driving away or is 20 seconds behind, then we need to have a look. And it's but don't sandbag. That's not the way to do it. There's no point being 20 seconds behind just to run away with the tier below. Because more than likely you'll be dropped to reserves in the tier below anyway. But yeah, so everybody give your all pre-season race. It's your chance to show us what you can do and make sure that we've, Razi mainly has made the correct decision in placement, which I think he has. They're all very, very close, very good pairings. Overall constructors will be close, I think, throughout. Nobody's going to run away with the tier looking at the tiers that he's set up as well. I think he's done a really good job. But pre-season is the final chance for us to really change something before people start losing points, because they're moved up or down or whatever. So, so please turn up to that one. Please, put your full foot down and show us what you can do and show us that we've made the right decision, really, of where to put you on.
Indeed. Well, I think I'll be watching, and if I have time, I think I'll be trying to race. But I'm a reserve now, so I have to adjust to that. But be sure to be there, as Johnny said, and I'm sure we'll have a great race. And thank you guys for showing up. It's been something new. I think it's been quite nice. I hope everyone that couldn't attend will watch it back, because I think it will be automatically uploaded to the YouTube. And we'll be posting everything in the Discord, I think tonight or tomorrow. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Trucker said he was going to give everybody their tags tonight as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
I think he said he's going to post a tier 1 attendance as well tonight, but I'm going to do tier 3 tomorrow when I'm more awake, because I've been at work all day. So look out for the attendance. Same as usual, set your attendance. Please do it the day before that, by the end of the day before, by the end of Saturday. Just makes it easier for us to choose reserves, no last minute faffing about of finding people. But thank you all for joining us. And I hope you're happy with your pairings, I guess, in the calendar.
I hope so too.
It should be a good season. Yeah,
agreed. And Gatsby will be maybe we can think about an end of season ceremony. Depends on how good you guys make it a season. And
I think it's going to have to be. I think we can't send trophies anymore. The post office in Britain has just tightened its belts. I guess they're just being pains in the backsides. We're not.
Maybe we need to figure out something else instead of prizes. But I think we can do one, and then we'll see what happens. But we will decide that later on in the season. And if Johnny wins and gets that tattoo, we also might need to live stream that.
I'll show it you all on a stream. If I win, I don't think I'll win. There's plenty of other faster people, but again, it's about consistency. So okay,
Indeed.
I'll be long enough.
All right. So I think that's the end of the stream.
It is. I think we're all done.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be talking to you later on in Discord. And if you have any questions, just ask them, and we'll get back to you. All right. Have a great season. Bye-bye.
Good night.